Hello, how you doing? My name is Patrick Michels and I am the author of The Secret Seven Society, the book I've been talking about. Oh, by the way, here's a copy of it right over here. Let me get it for you. Get a good look at it. Haven't shown it a little bit. There you go, The Secret Seven Society. It's secretive to those people outside the organization for a reason. A lot of people don't understand what the Secret Seven Society, the S.S.S. is trying to do. And they take things the wrong way. It's a philosophic organization. It's an organization that tries to improve things for everyone, not just people in the S.S.S., the community at large. Everyone. You, me, the neighbor, you know, you name the person that we're trying to improve them. But we can only do it in the way that we can do it, and that's through our ideas, our thoughts, our techniques, you know, our special ceremonies, our secret sayings, our secret codes. There's so many different things that are involved in the S.S.S., but at the same time, it's a positive influence. There's nothing bad, there's nothing negative. It's not a cult, it's not a religion, it's not any of these things. It's not hooked up with, you name it. The S.S.S. is not hooked up to him. It's only hooked up to itself and Fortizymo and actualization, the actualization flowchart. Anyway, I'd like to talk a little bit about myself. As you know, my name is Patrick Michels. In binariology, my name would be E-E-U-U-E U-U-E. That's 147, and that's Patrick Michels. 11001001. I've been involved in this field, self-help, metaphysics, secret societies, the occult, I guess you could say if you wanted to. Anything to do with this type of knowledge, information, since I'd say the early 90s. I saw there was a void in the way things were being presented to people. A void, there wasn't a cohesive effort and one that acknowledged people and let them be who they are without trying to control them. Even though other organizations say they do this, they actually don't. And so I developed Fortizymo. And Fortizymo is derived from two words, forte, which is your strong point, and zymo means to transform. So once you find your strong point, your forte, you can transform yourself through this. For instance, if you are great at whatever the specific field, this will allow you to move up in your area, and because of this, have a higher standard of living and see things in a different light, a better way, and you'll be able to move out progressively from there. And that's one of the things that you want to do in Fortizymo. Now, actualization has a flow chart. That's the second book. There's 28 of them, and each of them have a designation. Like for instance, the very first one on level 1, globe 1, would be unlearned. Someone who's unlearned, they do not know who they are, they do not know where they're going. Okay, and then you'd move up from there, from level 1 to level 2, which has 2 globes, level 3, which has 3 globes, all the way up to level 7, L7, and 7 globes, and that's what everybody wants to reach. L7, level 7, the 28th globe, which is total actualization. And that's what everybody needs, that's what everybody wants. I want everybody to get there. These are the things that I'm interested in. These are the things that, you know, that I enjoy. A lot of the books and philosophies that I read were always either had too many ceremonies, too many foreign languages, for instance like Latin, Greek. They seemed to be almost connected to fraternities, sororities, maybe these old secret societies from the old days, which is fine. I do derive some of my the presentation, some of the way things are developed are, you know, you can only develop things in such a way that make it understandable. So of course the layout has progressed since then. One of the main things that I've done is incorporated computers, the futuristic, the binary code, things like this. I'm talking about things that people are going to be using, not just now, but for the next 100, 200 years. And that's what's so good about the Secret Seven Society. It's a modern philosophic organization, a modern philosophic organization, as opposed to all the other ones that were developed 100, 200 years ago. So they're stuck in the old ways, the old things, the old ways of looking at everything. You have to believe in their God. You have to believe in Latin, Greek, you name it. You have to do things that way, and it's always with some type of a Messiah, godlike creature, person, with a long, like I said before, a long white beard. Flows all the way down to the earth, and he watches everyone, and he keeps an eye on everybody, makes sure they're not screwing up, and if they are, they get a demerit, and when it's all said and done, you're a fornicator, you're a bad guy, you're a sinner, you're going to hell, you're going to damnation, you're burning up, baby, and I'm not into that. I'm not into that. Why should we have to go through that? Life is hard enough as it is. Why do we have to fear the unknown? There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to hate. There's nothing negative about the S.S.S. It's a secretive society. It's the Secret Seven Society. Okay? In the Secret Seven Society are a group of 7 elite members that control everything that filters down through the S.S.S. Okay? These 7 people more or less run the country. Okay? Now these people are known, some of them are known, others aren't, to the general population at large. But these people, their identities are protected because, it could get dangerous. There's a lot of nutcases out there, and we don't want to put anybody at risk. But as far as me, I care about people. I do. I want things to get better, and I know they will. And this can all happen with something that I created called the Secret Seven Society. There it is, right there. The S.S.S. Only the best are in the S.S.S.